I'm going for a ride. Well, that didn't go as planned. I hate reading instructions. Just like that. There it is. So since I'm waiting on transmission parts for the Helix, I got another project here. I got me a Hall Master 600-pound capacity motorcycle carrier that'll go, I'm going to put it on the back of the van here. So the parts I have coming from Dr. Pulley are some new, these are the old round variator rollers, and they all have flat spots on them. I'm going to get some Dr. Pulley slider rollers and put in this variator, and I'm also going to get some new variator slide guides, a set of 3. These are little plastic guides right here. These don't feel like they have a lot of play in them. But I'm getting a new set anyway. Always good to have a spare set anyway. And from the other supplier, I'm getting a little variator kit. Now it's going to have round rollers in it. But again, I'll have a spare. I can swap them and compare. One with the Dr. Pulley sliders in it to the one with the stock rollers in it. See how it is. I've also got an entire clutch assembly, including the outer bell, that I have coming as well. It's probably mid-quality grade. This is the original, but I have sanded each one of the clutch pads down. They're not shiny anymore. And I also sanded the inside of the friction ring on the clutch belt. So I'm hoping this original clutch assembly will work like new, but just like the variator, I will have a new clutch assembly, and I can switch those back and forth and compare how they perform as well. While I'm waiting for the parts, like I said, I'm gonna get this together. If I have a breakdown, I'll go pick up my scooter, travel from state to state or cross country. I can take the scooter with me. That'll be great. And I've got about a 100-mile round trip I want to do after I get my parts and install them. So the 30-mile round trip is the last trip I took on a scooter before it's been down in the last 2 weeks waiting for these parts. But there were no issues on that 30-mile round trip. So like I said, while I'm down, get this motorcycle carrier on the back of the van. I hate reading instructions. So I literally did not read any instructions. I looked at this one photo, and that's how easy this was to put together. And there it is. So there's the, you're looking at, there's the ramp. So I think this is going to work nicely. I think at this angle, as low as the hitch is, I don't think the scooter will drag midway up, but I'll find that out later. And this ramp, you pull it up and it stores on the rack. Just like that. There it is. Yeah. Probably could have put it together in about 30 minutes if I didn't have to take so many breaks because it's hot working in the sun. But like I said, very, very easy. Anybody could do it. So I did it without reading the instructions at all. Just looked at the assembly picture. That's it. So finally, after 13 days, I got the parts I was waiting for, and what I have is a brand new drive pulley assembly, otherwise known as a variator assembly. And over here, I've got the new driven pulley assembly, or also known as the clutch assembly. I'm going to put these on. They're both kind of knockoff clones, so I don't expect them to be as high quality as the original. Still sanding on the outer clutch bell and the pads. They're looking pretty good, but I want to work on them a little more. If I put this new clutch pulley on and new variator pulley on, then I really should know, at least for a little bit, what the scooter is supposed to feel like during acceleration. So I'll be riding here real soon. You're back on the road again. So I took the sliding variator plate off the new drive pulley, and as I suspected, they've got the rollers just coated in grease. It used to be Honda recommended putting a lot of grease in here, but not anymore. They say now it's better to run them dry. It took me a long time to get all the grease out the original variator. So what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and it'll be easy to get the grease off the rollers. So I'm going to go ahead and take the rollers out, get the grease off them, put them in the original variator pulley, and then put that back on the scooter. It makes a lot of sense. You don't want grease in here. And dust can get in, dirt can get in. They'll stick to the grease. The grease will get stiffer and stiffer as time goes by, and eventually they won't roll up the ramp. They will slide up the ramp, and sliding up the ramp is what puts the flat spots in them, like my old rollers have. They all have flat spots in them. So that's what I'm going to do. Well, that didn't go as planned, but sometimes that's good. If it had gone as planned, I wouldn't have been able to go out for a ride early this morning. So the great news is I'm going out for a ride. That's the good news. Hey, I'm going for a ride. So it's let's see, Sunday morning, about 7 o'clock. Go for a ride before everybody else gets out there. So what happened is the clutch assembly that I ordered, the outer clutch bell is oversized just enough that when I put the primary cover on, it's dragging on the inside of the primary cover. So I can't use it unless I run it without the primary cover, and at some point I might do that. since I had the original clutch, the pads I sanded down, and the inside of the clutch bell, the friction surface I sanded down, and I can already feel the low speed vibration and acceleration, or the shuddering, chattering is gone. So that worked out for now. The variator assembly that I bought, the rollers are packed in grease, and it takes a while to get that out, so I cleaned the rollers, got all the grease off the new rollers and put them in my old variator. So it should really act like normal now. So yeah, that's it. I'm ready for a road trip, and I hope to do that next few days. Everything's running well, fingers crossed. Get some good fall riding in, and yeah, this winter do some deep cleaning. Thanks for watching.